Hey guys, and welcome to Advice Friday number 4. I hope you guys had a great week, and now I'm here with another video. I was going to try to switch it up and go to a different location in my house, but I just had bad lighting everywhere, and all I'm using right now is light from the window. And it's kind of gloomy outside, so it's not the best, but it will make do. This week's topic is the what if factor. I talked about this slightly in my last week's video when I talked about change and why it's okay. The what if factor is a huge part of everybody's life. We all wonder what if at some point or another. And a big thing I think what if about is like, what if my parents didn't split up? What if I hadn't moved to this town? And it's crazy because I tend to break down things moment by moment. And as crazy as that sounds, it actually helps me see like what if it didn't happen. And I'm not saying that you have to break it down moment by moment always, but sometimes it helps, and sometimes it makes you grateful for like what you do have, because I think what if I didn't move to this town, then there's so many people I wouldn't know now, and my best friend is one of them. I am so glad that I met her, and I would not change it for anything in the world. And then I think back on like, what if my parents didn't split ways? Then I really wouldn't know anybody else except 2 people that were my friends when I was like 4 years old. So that's just so crazy to me to think about. But then I think, what if I would have done better on the ACT? Would I be at my dream college now? What if I would have applied myself more last year? Would I still be in school now? There's just so many things. It's a scary world out there, I'm not gonna lie to you about that. But then we have to keep ourselves grounded, keep our head held high, and go into it like we're invincible. But the thing is, none of us are completely invincible. We all have our worries, we all worry what if at some point or another. As I said at the beginning, a big example of a what if is, what if I would have gone to this college instead of this college? What if I would have waited to drink? What if I wouldn't have smoked that first cigarette? What if there's so many. And those are the big what ifs. And just to clarify, I do not smoke, I do not drink. Anyway, a small what if that I could talk about is like, what if I would have had cereal this morning for breakfast? What if I would have turned left instead of right? Would have gotten a wreck? Like when you see a wreck, there's, what if you were that person? What if you had just been there a second before? And it's a scary thought, but at the same time, it helps you get a peace of mind. And for me, it helps me realize that I should be thankful for all that I do have, because what if it would have gone differently? One big thing would be, what if Alex didn't choose me as her Spanish partner? Would we still become friends? I mean, we had 2 classes together, but yet we did not really know each other until that day in Spanish. And it was crazy because Alex actually picked me because I was a quiet girl and I would not make her work. Little did she know, I didn't want to work. So I hated Spanish and I didn't make her work. She didn't make me work. We made a good team. But it's still crazy to think that if she wouldn't have picked me, where would we stand now? But I firmly believe, by thinking what if, that we still would be friends. Maybe we wouldn't be as close as we are, but we'd still be friends because an old mutual friend actually introduced us in our class we had together after Spanish. And so we still would have met, so that's happy. But at the same time, what if that wouldn't have let us be as close as we are? And it's a whole big what if. And my advice for you this week would have to be, think what if, but don't overthink what if. Because I am a big overthinker. It's hard to break the habit, and I won't lie to you, I do it almost every night. Then I think of little scenarios that have no chance of happening, like ever. But I still think, what if it would happen? What if it could happen? It could, but the chances are like this big. So we just gotta keep going. We gotta hold our head up high, and we gotta go into the situations that we face headstrong. One big thing I want you to remember, don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't put others in harm's way either. You have to keep that safety, and you have to keep going and keep pushing. But I need to keep pushing and keep going. I am getting to the point where I'm about to probably enter school again, and I have to get ready to dedicate myself fully. And if that means, unfortunately, missing an Advice Friday, guys, it's gonna be what I have to do, because I have to push myself, and I'm ready to do that. And part of that is from me thinking, what if? And like, what if I wouldn't have been in this situation? Would I be doing Advice Fridays right now? Would I be helping, hopefully, somebody with this? It's crazy to think about. But I think you can do it, and I think I can too. We'll get through this together. And that's it for this week. But I'll talk to you all later, and I think I already have an idea for next week. I'm on top of things. But I'll see you all later, and yeah. Bye, guys.